The Iberian Peninsula was once inhabited by the Visigoths, a Germanic Christian kingdom. Originally, they practiced Arian Christianity, which differed from Roman Catholicism. Starting in the 6th century, Spain converted to Catholicism under King Record, leading to harsh anti-Jewish laws. These laws banned Jewish religious practices, forbade marriage between Jews and Christians, and outlawed usury, the practice of lending money with interest. While usury was condemned by most Christian nations, it had become a common practice among Jewish communities, particularly in trade and finance. It is believed that Jewish populations played a role in facilitating the Muslim conquest of much of Spain and Portugal in 711 AD. This period of Muslim rule, known as Al-Andalus, transformed the Iberian Peninsula into an economic powerhouse with advanced irrigation, agriculture, and thriving trade networks. The era also marked a golden age of learning, with remarkable advancements in medicine, astronomy, mathematics, and philosophy. Despite this prosperity, Muslim rule in Spain was a complex mix of tolerance, scholarship, economic growth, and religious tension. While some Christians and Jews flourished, others faced increasing persecution. This environment eventually set the stage for the Spanish Reconquista, a centuries-long military, political, and religious campaign by Christian kingdoms to reclaim the Iberian Peninsula. Spain was not directly part of the Mongol conquests in the 1200s, but the Mongols influenced Spain indirectly through diplomacy, global trade, and shifts in the Muslim world's power dynamics. Their conquests reshaped territories and trade routes, which had lasting effects on European exploration. Welcome back to In Search of Tontonteac. This episode serves as a recap of the first 50 episodes, exploring how Spain's reconquest, after expelling the Moors and Jews, led to the acquisition of ancient maps and knowledge, potentially revealing lost civilizations known to the Moors. Did the Spanish gain their knowledge of the New World from the Moors, from Portugal, or did they already possess this information? I believe Spain gained this knowledge through the Moors' occupation and the knowledge they had learned during this time because in the same year that Spain fully reclaimed its territory in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Using this information, Spain, other Christian nations, and the Church launched expeditions, guided by records left behind by earlier cartographers and travelers. The papal bull Dum Diversas, 1452, issued by Pope Nicholas V, granted King Alfonso V of Portugal the right to conquer and enslave non-Christians in West Africa. This decree laid the foundation for Portuguese expansion, the transatlantic slave trade, and European colonialism. The papal bull Inter Caetera, 1493, issued by Pope Alexander VI, divided the newly discovered lands of the Americas between Spain and Portugal. This allowed them to expand their empires with papal approval, leading other Christian monarchs, such as those in France, England, and the Netherlands, to adopt similar justifications for colonization, trade, and conquest. A lingering question remains about the accuracy of Fray Marco de Niza's journey into what is now the United States. The speed and precision of his route suggest he may have had prior knowledge of his destination. Florida, California, Tontonteac, Marata, and Quivira. Where did these names originate? Were they already present on older maps, or was this knowledge passed down through centuries? The 7 cities appear to be distinct from Tontonteac and Cibola, which we now recognize as part of the region historically known as Teguayo. Was this land truly unexplored for so long, or was it known to earlier civilizations? Quivira is often depicted on early maps near the Sierra Nevada mountains, sometimes as a region rather than a specific city. An early letter even describes a journey to the spice trades of India through the lands of Quivira. In the northern regions, we see Anian, a name speculated to mean either Asian or Aryan. How does this connect to the broader story? This exploration is full of history and legend. What started as a short series has expanded as new information emerges. I aim to make short, insightful videos, but the depth of this research keeps pushing the limits. I don't claim to have all the answers, nor do I expect my theories to remain unchanged. As new evidence presents itself, my perspective will evolve. Throughout this series, I incorporate archaeological accounts like from Dr. Denny Seymour, historical sources like Ogilby's writings, early Spanish maps, and even records from Sir Francis Drake's expeditions. At the same time, I explore myths and legends, everything from the Grand Canyon's lost civilization to tales of giant Native Americans and the 7 bishops of Antilia. My original theory placed Tontonteac in Yuma, Cibola at Casa Grande, and Abacu, or Abacus, as Phoenix. But as more information has surfaced, my stance has shifted. Today, I lean toward Tontonteac being in or around Lake Mead, Cibola somewhere between the Hopi and Zuni pueblos, possibly Second Mesa, and Abacu as Phoenix and Casa Grande. However, I still believe Murata is Tucson. There's more to explore in this series. See you next week.